It's the day we've all been waiting for, the last challenge in our final elimination round. Today we find out which team will take their school all the way to our second semi-final. With a mind-blowing challenge ahead, it's sink or swim for our two teams as they compete for the pride and honor of their school, as well as the ultimate title of the Unsinkable Outdoor Class of this year. Elami Gama nguSam Magesi, and this is Challenge SOS. Team Umlilo from Kingsway High and Team Umfula from Unsinkable High have done 3 of the 4 challenges in their elimination round. It's been a fun-filled, adventurous experience. Let's take a look at their journey so far.
Go Taylor, go!
Sia touches the rope. Both teams are working frantically trying to build their raft first, and Team Umfula wins the race. And that team is going to remain a secret until the end of this elimination round. We're here at Non-Stop Adventures in Richmond, KwaZulu-Natal, and our teams are ready to take their schools all the way. Wie gaan ons skool na Mhogo en die semifinale haal? Span Umlilo of Span Umfula?
I am Tyler Roscoe. I am from Unsinkable High School. I'm 14 years old and I'm in grade 8.
I'm Sewanga Vilawazi. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Unsinkable High.
My name is Mnene Ntsele. I go to Unsinkable High School. I'm currently in grade 9 and I am 15 years old.
My name is Taylor Pokuta. I attend Unsinkable High School. I'm 14 and I'm in grade 8.
My name is Xolo Pingani. I'm 15 and I go to Kingsway High.
My name is Clayton Curtis. I'm 14 years old and I attend Kingsway High School.
My name is Berry Maya Kunek. I'm 14 years old and I go to Kingsway High School.
My name is Alicia Zondo. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Kingsway High School.
Speaking of the two teams, let's bring them in and get today's challenge started. Come through, teams. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Are you guys ready for another challenge?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's not keep you in suspense any longer. Let's find out exactly what you guys are going to be getting up to in today's challenge. The dictionary defines the word orienteering as a competitive sport in which runners have to find their way across rough country with the aid of a map and compass. It also defines the noun challenge as a difficult job, a situation that needs great mental or physical effort. Well, today our teams are in for an orienteering challenge with lots of twists and turns. In a timed orienteering challenge using actual compasses, our teams must navigate their way up and down a hill while completing 5 tasks along the way. Task 1 will require the teams to build a fire using flint and tinder, which they've collected. The fire will be made underneath a string, and once the flames have burnt through the string, you'll have to put the fire out. Once completed, they'll receive their first compass bearing. This compass bearing will help them navigate to the next task. Task 2 is a simple ball maze. Team members will each hold one corner of a board with a maze on it. The team will all have to work together to roll a ball through the maze and into 5 holes which are on the maze. Once completed, they'll get their second compass bearing. Task 3 will lead the teams to a crossroad, where they must use their navigational skills to move up to a cave where their next challenge awaits. Once in the cave, the teams must find puzzle pieces and solve the puzzle to receive directions to their final task. At the final waypoint, they'll have to knock several tin cans off a wall, using only tennis balls. Once all the tins are knocked down, the teams will receive the compass bearing to their pit stop. This will lead them back to where they started, and the time will stop. Volg ons op Facebook en wees deel van elke uitdaging hier op Challenge SOS. Alright teams, so now you know what you're going to be doing in today's challenge. It's hit or miss and sink or swim. Who will make it through to the semi-finals? It's all happening here on
Challenge SOS.
We'll see you after the break. We're at Non-Stop Adventures in Richmond, KZN, and Team Umlilo from Kingsway High and Team Umfula from Unsinkable High are about to take part in the fourth and final challenge of their elimination round. That's right, this is the last challenge of our fourth and final elimination round of the season, and our teams are going to be taking part in an orienteering and cave challenge. Who will take it for their school today and fight for the ultimate title of the Unsinkable Outdoor class in our semi-finals? This is what Challenge SOS is all about. So teams, your orienteering challenge is made up of 5 mini-challenges. Creighton, where do you see your team's strengths and weaknesses coming to play in today's challenge?
I think we'll do good in starting the fire and obviously with the map work, as we do have a lot of experience. And I think we'll struggle a bit with the marble maze.
Well, hopefully that maze won't make you lose your marbles. Right now, let's meet our instructor for the day, who is also going to be our guide.
Hello guys. Okay, today's challenge is cave and orienteering. There's 5 challenges along the way. Few tips I can give you: read your envelopes properly, follow the campus skill, and enjoy it and have fun.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
Thank you.
All right, teams, are you guys ready for today's challenge?
Yes.
Who's going first?
Us.
All right, Team Umfula, you guys can go and chill. Team Umlilo, let's take a step down to the starting point. All right, Team Umlilo, it's time for us to set you off. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Remember to put on your action cams before you start with the fire. And it's time for you guys to sink. Oh! Go! And Team Umlilo is off, heading to the first part of today's challenge, and that is the fire making.
I think in today's challenge, starting the fire could have cost us the challenge. And I think if we used the flint and steel better, we would have completed the challenge in a better time.
Surprisingly, Team Umlilo is struggling to start a fire. And Team Umlilo has a flame. Will it be big enough to burn through the string? We'll have to wait and see.
Let's just block the wind.
Yes. Team Umlilo's fire burns through the string. All they need to do now is make sure that they put the fire out before they move on to their next challenge.
Just a little bit more. 130 degrees. 130. That works.
Let's go, guys.
No one specific led our team in today's challenge. We all worked together and we all had different roles.
Team Umlilo makes it to challenge number 2. This is the marble maze, the one that Creighton said might be a little bit difficult for his team.
So you guys left there?
Put it more level.
Yeah. Bring it down, bring it out here.
We had to lead the marble into each hole, and there were 5 holes, using each person at a corner of the board. It took some time because for the 5th hole we didn't know how to do it, and so we were all giving in our own opinions, which didn't solve the problem.
Pick it up, Barry, pick it up. Don't do extreme movement.
Oh! Now they can open their envelope and find out how to get to challenge number 3. And Team Umlilo is at challenge number 3. This is a navigation challenge and will lead them to challenge number 4.
Well, the things that went wrong were we got lost a couple of times, but then we found the right direction by going back to the challenge point and using the compass once again.
Use your compass.
Straight.
It looks like Team Umlilo has finally taken the right path and they're on their way to challenge number 4.
Come guys, watch out on the cliff. This is like opening a Christmas present.
The 4th challenge was the puzzle in the cave. We had to build a puzzle of the world map And I think that went very well because we all have some basic idea of how the world map looks like.
Yes, after tax, this will go down the middle.
Where we went before we came here.
And Team Mlilo is done with challenge number 4. They now navigate to challenge number 5, after which they'll need to meet me at the finish line.
I think in today's challenge we've done pretty good with knocking down the tin with the tennis ball, as I do have some cricket experience and I think that could have been an advantage to my team.
After completing the 5th challenge, we made our way down to the start as fast as possible because we knew that every second counts.
Wow.
My challenge SOS experience has been quite enjoyable and great because I've done things which I thought I'd never be able to do, and it was fun.
The first few members of Team Mlilo are trickling through. The time will only stop once every single member makes it to the finish line.
Run.
And time! Well done, Team Mlilo. Creighton, you said that you were scared that your team might struggle with the marble maze. Was that the case?
Yeah, it was, but after we got the marble through the first 3 holes, we got the hang of it and we made it.
All right, you guys are done with your challenge today. You guys can go and chill, and we'll get Team Mfula to come and do the challenge. All right, Team Mfula, come on in. All right, it's time for us to get you going. Remember, before you can start making your fire, you need to make sure that your action cams are on. Team Mfula, it's time to sink or swim. Go! And they're off. In the first challenge, they need to make sure that they build a fire that is high enough to burn through the string. And Team Mfula has a flame. Will their fire be high enough to burn through the string? We'll have to wait and see.
Iphathi ye-challenge ebimnandi ngempela namhlanje wokwakha umlilo ngoba vele into engijwayele ukuthi ngivashile ekhaya emafamu nayo yonke lento leyo nayo ukubona nje intambo ihlephuka mase sonke sesijabula sesinyuka intambo bekumnandi nje.
I never expected today's challenge to be this hard because from where I was standing it looked easy, but when the challenge began, I never expected the hills to be so steep.
And Team Mfula has made it to challenge number 2. In this challenge, they need to make sure that their marble goes through all the holes numbered 1 to 5.
Where were we going to?
Number 1.
Number 1.
All right, Team Mfula, if you're struggling with hole number 5, there is another option. You can take a 10-minute penalty, which will be added to your time, and you can move on to the next challenge.
During the marble maze, I know my team did get stuck a little, but I know we would have never quit that challenge because we're not like that and we would have done things properly.
Team Mfula decides to not take the 10-minute penalty and continue with the challenge.
1, 2.
And Team Mfula completes challenge number 2. They can now move on to challenge number 3.
Umuntu engizwe ngathi wenze kahle ngempela namhlanje bekuthayila ngoba ubesebenza esifundela incwadi yonke lonto esitshela futhi ukuthi ngakephi no nangalesikhathi futhi ngidideka ngendaweni errong uyena ushilo ukuthi hayi siyabuya uze ngapha siphume ngala.
what you're doing.
It's tense moments as Team Mfula tries to make sure that they beat Team Mlilo's time. Who will win this challenge? Who will go through to the semi-finals? Find out when Challenge SOS returns after the break. It's the last challenge of our final elimination round here on Challenge SOS, and Team Mfula is blazing ahead to make sure that they win today's challenge.
Oh, we're in front of me.
Going into the cave today was scary at first because it looked like a small place and it was really dark. But once we got in, the space was actually big and it wasn't too dark because we had torches.
And Team Mfula has completed challenge number 4. They're now head to challenge number 5, and once they're done there, they'll meet me at the finish line.
Le party le kade sichijela amathini ngamabhola etennis hayi yona adinge kunzima lo ndlela ngoba vele nayo into engijwayele ukuthi mhlambe sichijela inyoni ngamatshe noma senza sibuye ezinyelwane ngamatshe kodwa namhlanje ayi angazi benkeje nje angazi bekwenziwayo mhlambe ukuthuka.
Well, as soon as we did our last challenge of the round today, I'm feeling confident that we won this challenge and that we'll be coming back for the semi-finals.
And Team Mfula makes their way back. Time will only stop once every single member makes it back to the finish line. And time! Team Mfula, congratulations on completing the challenge.
Thank you.
It is almost time for us to reveal who will go through to the semi-finals. Well, it looks like we have some bad weather coming, so let's go ahead and find a nice spot and reveal the results. Team Mlilo, Team Mfula, we've reached the end of your elimination round. Well, it's time for us to reveal the results. And we'll start off with the most obvious results, and that was the rafting challenge. In this challenge, our two teams were required to build a raft and paddle down the river. And once back on land, they had to disassemble their raft and lay everything back in the order that it was in. And Team Mfula were the winners of that challenge. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And let's move on to our next results. And that is the abseiling challenge. The times were as follows. One team did it in 26 minutes and 53 seconds. While the other in 28 minutes and 26 seconds. Well, let's find out which team won the abseiling challenge. With a time of 26 minutes and 53 seconds, that team was Team Umlilo. It's time for us to reveal our next set of results, and that'll be our orienteering and cave challenge. Well, both teams did do pretty well, as the times were only 35 seconds apart. One team did it in 47 minutes and 38 seconds, while the other did it in 47 minutes and 3 seconds. And the team that did it in the faster time of 47 minutes and 3 seconds is Team Mlilo. And that brings our scores to 2 for Team Mlilo and 1 for Team Mfula. Siya? Uzizwa kanjani?
Angizizwa ngiphoxekile kodwa hayi ngaleyo ndlela ngoba nabo benze kahle ngempela, so bashayela ihlombe for lonke lelo.
All right. Ola, how do you feel?
I'm feeling proud of my team and proud of the other team as well, because 35 seconds is a little bit of time, and so that means they pushed a lot, so I'm proud of them for that.
All right. Well, let's find out our fourth and final results. Team Umlilo is currently sitting on 2. Team Mfula is currently sitting on 1. And the challenge that will decide the fate of these teams is the obstacle course and zipline challenge. In this challenge, both teams had to complete the obstacle course and move on to the zipline. This was a timed challenge. And the team that did it in the quickest time will win. We'll start off with the first part of that challenge, and that was the obstacle course. Team Mfula, you did it in 12 minutes and 21 seconds. Team Umlilo, you did it in 13 minutes and 32 seconds. Well, let's move on to the second part of that challenge, and that was the zip line. Team Mfula, you did it in 7 minutes and 28 seconds. Well done. Team Umlilo, in order to tie with Team Mfula in this challenge, you need to have done it in 6 minutes and 17 seconds. Team Umlilo, your time was 6 minutes and 9 seconds. Yes! That Team Umlilo goes through to our semi-final round. Ola, how does it feel?
It feels really good, and like the fact that it's raining right now, it shows that God is with us and it's raining blessings.
Well, Team Umlilo is going to be going through to our semi-finals, and their fire is burning bright. Not even the rain can put it out. Tyler, what would you like to say to the rest of your team?
I would like to say to my team that I know we did our best even though we didn't come out on top, but I know we had fun and we'll just improve in the future.
And that's all that matters, that you guys had fun and you enjoyed your Challenge SOS experience. It was lovely having you guys on the show. You guys are a great team. Keep doing what you guys were doing on Challenge SOS, and we wish you all the best. You at home can also be a part of congratulating our teams on how well they've done here on Challenge SOS. All you need to do is visit our Facebook page and chat with us. And now for a sneak preview at our next episode, where we kick off our second semi-final round and find out who has what it takes to fight for that ultimate title of the Unsinkable Outdoor Class of this year. And it's now all up to Cora Bell to finish it off for Team Ndaba. So you definitely don't want to miss the first challenge of our semi-final round. Ganeta, we are banda, so it's time for us to get out of here. But before we do, no matter what happens, win or lose, always remember that life's a challenge. And only you can decide if you sink or swim. We'll see you again next week.